welcome to Know Physics with me. Hope all are doing good. Yes. So today we are going to start with physics. So this is all about CBSE-Class 10, Chapter 10, Light Reflection and Refraction. So in this session we are going to learn all about light basics, okay? And then we'll go up with what is reflection and what are all the laws of reflection, and then what are mirrors, what are the types of mirrors, and some of the important terms which are related to mirrors, okay? These are all the topics that we are going to cover in this session: light and its basics, types of object, medium and its types, properties of light, then speed of light, reflection and laws of reflection, mirror and its types, okay? Yes. Have you ever wondered how are we able to see things around us? Through light? Yes. So light is a form of energy that enables us to see things around us. So light is a form of energy. Kindly note, it is not a source of energy. Light is a form of energy that enables us to see things around us. Correct? So can you imagine yourself sitting inside a dark room at night? Will you be able to see things around you? No, right? Yes. So there should be some source of light. So what is the most important source of light that we all know? Sun is the source of light. Correct? Yes. So there are certain other sources of light. You can even think of at night you don't have sun. So what is the source of light there? Your torch or a bulb or a tube light, correct? Or a candle. So these are all sources of light that enables you to see things at night, correct? So generally the source of light can be divided into two. One is luminous object, another is non-luminous object. So what do you mean by luminous and non-luminous? Luminous means one which has light on its own. Non-luminous means light, it doesn't have light on its own. No light on own. So what are all the examples that we can give for luminous? Sun, correct? Sun has light on its own. Then candle, bulb, torch, etc. Non-luminous, desk, paper, book, table, even we humans, we doesn't have any light on our own, right? So these are all the examples of non-luminous object. Then how we are able to see things like this? We don't have light, right? We use these luminous objects and reflect light. You understand? That is how we are able to see things. See, for example, this desk, it doesn't have light on its own, but instead it uses sunlight and reflects light that falls on it, and that is how we are able to see this desk or book or paper or whatever it is. Clear? Yes. Now we'll go with next one, that is medium. We have three kinds of medium. One is transparent, next is translucent, and the third one is opaque. Transparent, which allows the light to pass through, is transparent. For example, you can consider a glass, okay? So it allows the light to pass through. Translucent, it partially allows the light to pass through, okay? And opaque, it does not allow the light to pass through. Example for translucent, you can consider a paper. See, it will partially allow the light to pass through. You can hold a torch in front of a paper and allow it to fall on the paper. What will happen? The light will pass through the paper, but not completely, not that bright spot of light, right? So that you can consider it as an example for translucent. And opaque, which does not allow the light to pass through. So the best example, you know, wood, right? Will it allow the light to pass through? No, right? So these are the mediums, okay? And before certain discovery and through certain phenomena that we see, light was believed to move in a straight line, okay? So ray. Okay, so ray is nothing but the movement of light in a straight line, a single straight line path of light. Okay, single straight line path of light is nothing but a ray. Okay, a beam of light, you might have heard beam and ray. A ray means we usually represent by a single line. Okay, that is representing the direction or the movement of the light. Using a single line is nothing but the ray. When a number of lines when you are using and representing it by arrow, we say it as a beam of light. A number of rays constitute a beam of light. Clear? Yes. So before certain discovery, it was believed that light travels in straight line. And later, after certain phenomenon and discovery, it was found that light bends. Okay. So then after so many confusions and this, they have come to a conclusion that light has dual nature. That is, certain times it behaves like a wave and certain times it behaves like particle. So dual nature. For our syllabus, we will consider only for straight line propagation of light. Okay. Yes. So ray, as I told you, ray is the single straight line path. So we will just, if suppose the light is moving in this direction, we will represent a ray by using this, a straight line along with an arrow mark. Okay. So if it is moving upwards, we will represent like this, downwards like this, and left like this. Okay. So this is nothing but the ray. Clear? Yes. So now we'll get into one of the most important topic of this chapter, which is reflection. So what is reflection? In smaller classes you might have heard reflection is nothing but bouncing back of light and so on. Yes? Yes, that is right. Now we'll understand it very clearly through some examples. Okay? Yes. So reflection. Can you just say, just because of presence of light we are able to see things? There is certain phenomenon that is happening inside, and that is how we are able to see things. Okay. So let us consider this pen to be an example. Okay. So this is a pen and I am able to see this pen. You know how? Just because the presence of light? No. There is a phenomenon called reflection that is happening inside. That is how we are able to see this pen. So you know this pen is non-luminous object. It does not have light on its own. So the source of light it uses is either sunlight or some tube light or something like that. Okay. So for now let us consider sunlight is the source of light. So what is happening is that source of light is incident on this pen. So let us consider this to be the pen. Okay. So some source of light is incident on this pen. So what happens is the light does not pass through like this. Instead, it is reflected back. Okay. So when it reflects back and I am the observer here, when it reaches my eyes, I am able to see this pen. Clear? So only by the reflection of light, I am able to see this pen. Clear? Once again, I will tell you. Some source of light is incident on it. Okay. Say sunlight. So when that sunlight is incident on this pen, this light is reflected back. So that is why I am able to see this pen. So what is happening is reflection. Clear? So can you tell me one of the most commonly used example for reflection or reflected surface? Mirror. You know why mirror is used? Why the mirror? Why don't we use any other object? It is because it is one of the most reflecting surface. That is, it reflects maximum of light that falls on it. That is why we use mirror as the example for reflecting surface. You understand? There are so many reflecting surfaces, but why we specifically use mirror? It is because it is one of the commonly used object which reflects most of the light that falls on it. That is why we use mirror. Clear? So what is a mirror? First we will understand what is a mirror. Okay. So mirror is nothing but a glass. Okay. It is made up of glass only. Mirror is nothing specially done or got from anything else. Mirror is a glass. Okay. So consider this as a glass. So it has one side here and one side here. Correct? See. This is one side and this is one side. So a glass, when it is polished on one side, the other side becomes reflecting. Clear? I am polishing using silver. Okay, I am coating this side with silver. So what happens is it becomes the polished side, and when light falls on this side, this becomes the reflecting side. So when light is incident on this side, it reflects the light. Clear? That is why we commonly use mirror as the reflecting surface, because it reflects most of the light falling on it. Clear? So the commonly used polish is silver coating. Clear? So we usually polish it with silver in order to make it a mirror. Clear? Yes. So this is what is a reflection. Now we will go with laws of reflection. So let us consider a mirror. Okay, this is the polished surface. So which is the reflecting surface? The other side is the reflecting surface. Now what happens is, this is nothing but incident ray. I told no, the ray from the sunlight or ray from the bulb. That is nothing but incident ray. So ray means a single straight line. So this is the incident ray. So usually when you represent a ray, you should use an arrow mark to represent it. Okay. So in this direction, sorry, I'll put it properly. So this is nothing but the incident ray, and it falls on a surface. What happens after the process of reflection? You get a ray reflected. This is nothing but the reflected ray. Clear? And in center you will draw a straight line. Okay, this is nothing but the normal. Kindly adjust my diagrams. Okay, so you have to correctly put it straight. Okay, so this is nothing but the incident ray. This is the reflected ray, and this is normal. What is normal, you can ask me? Normal is nothing but a straight line drawn perpendicular to the surface. Reflecting surface. It is nothing but the normal. So the reflecting surface is this, and a straight line drawn perpendicular. Perpendicular means it should be in 90 degree with the reflecting surface. Correct? So it is nothing but the normal. Now clear with this diagram. So now we learn the laws of reflection. Laws of reflection states that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So this is the first law. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So in short, I write like this. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now you will ask me, what is angle of incidence? So this is incident ray and normal. So here there is an angle, right? It makes an angle with the surface. That is nothing but angle of incidence. And reflected ray and normal is nothing but angle of reflection. Now clear? So what are all the terms? You have a surface and a incident ray is falling on it. So that is nothing but incident ray, and after falling on it, it is reflected, which is nothing but the reflected ray, and you draw a normal which is perpendicular to this reflecting surface. Clear? So now the laws of reflection states that the first law states that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So what do you mean by angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray and the normal. Kindly remember this. Angle between the incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence, and angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called the angle of reflection. So both will be equal. This is what the first law. Suppose if the angle is like this, it will also cover the same angle. Clear? So that is what the first law of reflection states. Second law states that incident ray, reflected ray, and normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. It means I can draw it in a paper, right? In XY axis, some plane, okay? In this board I can draw it, right? That is nothing but same plane. Incident ray, normal and reflected ray at the point of incidence, okay? All lie in the same plane. So this is the second law of reflection. So clear with this, you understood what is reflection and laws of reflection. First law states that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Second law states that incident ray, the reflected ray and normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Clear? And you know what is angle of incidence and what is angle of reflection. So next topic is mirror. So we have already seen what is mirror. A glass whose one side is polished and other side is reflecting is called as a mirror. And there are two types of mirror, namely plane mirror and spherical mirror. So in our syllabus we will mainly cover about spherical mirror, and spherical mirror are further divided into two types. One is concave mirror and other is convex mirror. But we will have a gist on plane mirror. Okay, what is plane mirror? Plane mirror is nothing but the mirror that you are seeing daily is the plane mirror. You are dressing up in front of a mirror, right? That is nothing but the plane mirror. Okay, just now I will tell the properties of plane mirror. You try to, or characteristics of plane mirror, you try to match it up with the mirror that is, imagine yourself standing in front of a plane mirror, okay? The mirror that you are using in your home. So now you will understand the properties or the characteristics related to that plane mirror, okay? So, plane mirror. First of all, think you are standing in front of a plane mirror. How you will see yourself in the mirror? Your head will be in the same position and your leg will be in the same position, right? It is not inverted, right? So, it is virtual and erect. I'll tell you there are two combinations. One is real and inverted, and second one is virtual and erect. I'll tell you what it is. Then, okay, plane mirror, the object distance means we standing in front of the mirror. The object distance and the image distance are equal. Okay, object distance is equal to image distance. Similarly, the height of object is equal to height of image, right? Image means the one that is obtained on the mirror, and the object is ourselves or some object in front of the mirror, okay? Yes. So, object height is equal to image height. And one more thing you will find, your left and right will be opposite in the mirror. So you can call it as laterally inverted. You are not inverted, but your left and right are inverted, means you say it as laterally inverted. So you might have a question, what is mean by lateral inversion? Okay, so you can explain as, in a plane mirror, when an object is front of the mirror, the image formed will be laterally inverted, that is left and right will be shifted, okay? That is what laterally inverted means. Then, the object is formed behind the mirror. Now, I will tell you or explain you what is the meaning of this. Actually, the image that you are seeing in the mirror, right? It is not a real image. What is mean by real image and what is virtual image? We have seen the word virtual, right? Real image is the one that is obtained on the screen. Virtual image is the one that cannot be obtained on the screen. Okay? This is the definition. But I'll explain you what. See, there is nothing behind, right? But when you stand in front of a mirror, how will you feel the image that you see on the mirror? Something that it is behind the mirror, correct? But can you go and, if you go and see behind the mirror, is there anything? No, right? So that is nothing but virtual image. It is not real. Okay? Virtual means it is not real, but it appears to be. Okay? That is what the meaning of virtual is. So, for a person standing in front of the mirror, how the image will be? It is like it is behind the mirror, right? If you have a doubt, go stand in front of a mirror. You will understand it is like it is behind. The image is behind the mirror, but actually it is not. Okay? So, the characteristic is like it is behind the mirror. Okay? That is why we say it as virtual. Erect. Erect means straight. That is, when I stand like this, the image formed on the mirror will also be like this. It is not upside down. Correct? So, this is the combination. Always remember, real and inverted, virtual and erect. There are two cases. Where in some cases we will obtain real and inverted images, and in some cases we will obtain virtual and erect. Always remember, you don't have this combination. Like real and erect you don't have, and virtual and inverted you don't have. If your image is virtual, then obviously it will be erect. If your image is real, then obviously your image would be inverted. Clear? So this is the combination. Real and inverted and virtual and erect. So these are the characteristics of plane mirror. So now we'll move on to next, the important topic, which is spherical mirror. So what is spherical mirror? Mirror, you know, one side it is polished. So reflecting surface, okay, this is a sphere. Consider a ball, okay, a glass ball, okay, in which one side is polished. So other side would be obviously reflecting, right? So the reflecting surface, which is a part of a sphere, is nothing but the spherical mirror. You understand? A mirror whose reflecting surface is a part of a sphere. In a sphere, you have a reflecting surface, and that is nothing but spherical mirror. Get it? Yes. Now you have two types of spherical mirror. One is concave mirror and another is convex mirror. So to understand it clearly, you can consider a spoon, okay, a normal spoon. You have one side like this and the other side like this, okay. So one side, which is, that is the one, keep your spoon like this. So one whose curved surface is inwards. When you see the spoon like this, I am keeping the spoon like this, you think, okay. So here the curved surface is like this, curved inwards, right. That is nothing but concave mirror, curved, whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. Okay, and the back side of the spoon, whose reflecting surface is curved outwards, is nothing but convex mirror, curved outwards. Clear? You can consider a spoon. So it is one of the best example for concave mirror and convex mirror. Even image formed in that spoon is similar to what is formed in this mirror. Okay. So you can take a spoon and you can try it out. Okay. So the one whose reflecting surface is curved inwards is nothing but concave mirror, and the one whose reflecting surface is curved outwards is the convex mirror. Now you can consider. See, from this how I will take concave mirror and convex mirror, I will tell you. See, you have a glass, okay, and it is in the form of a sphere, okay, and one side you are polishing and the other side will be obviously reflecting, right. Now I am cutting this portion. So what it is like curved inwards, right, this portion. So this is nothing but your concave mirror. Okay, so now the same portion, okay, now what I am doing, I am polishing this side. So it is curved outwards, okay, that is nothing but convex mirror. Clear? So generally, in order to avoid confusion, what you will do is, you will consider this as concave mirror and this as convex mirror. Curved inwards, curved outwards. Clear? Yes. So now this is nothing but concave mirror, and just for convenience let us consider this portion. So it is curved outwards, right? So this is nothing but is convex mirror. Like that we will imagine actually it is not the same part. When one side polished surface, when you are coating it on other side it is concave, and when it is coating inside it is convex. Clear? That is nothing but concave and convex mirrors. Now clear till this? Yes. Now we'll quickly have a gist on what all we saw. So what is light? We saw light is a form of energy that enables us to see things. So only through the phenomenon of reflection we are able to see things. Okay. Yes. So and the sources of light we have seen, medium we have seen. So now we are able to see a thing means it is because of reflection, and we saw laws of reflection. First law states angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and the second law says incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. And we saw what is angle of incidence. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is angle of incidence. The angle between the reflected ray and the normal is nothing but angle of reflection. And yes, laws of reflection we saw like that. And what is mirror? Where whose one side is a polished surface, the other side is reflecting, it is nothing but a mirror. And there are two types of mirror, plane mirror and spherical mirror. Plane mirror, how are the images? Characteristics of plane mirror we saw. It is virtual and direct, and the image is formed behind the mirror, and then image distance and object distance is same, object height and image height is same, and it is laterally inverted. Clear? Yes. Now we move on to spherical mirrors. So what is spherical mirrors? Whose reflecting surface is part of a sphere is nothing but spherical mirror. And two types of spherical mirror is concave mirror and convex mirror. And concave mirror is nothing but one side it is polished and curved, reflecting surface is curved inside. It is concave mirror, and reflecting surface is curved outside means it is convex mirror. For our convenience we will consider part of the sphere, and this side and that side we will take, okay, and to avoid confusion. Actually it is like the same piece, okay. If I polish this side it is concave, and whose reflect, if I polish this side means which is the reflecting surface, this side, right? So that is convex. So in order to avoid confusion we will consider concave like this, okay, and convex like this. Clear? Yes. So this is how it is, okay. Next we will see important terms related to spherical mirrors, and then we will find rules to form image, and then image formation using the ray diagrams. This all we will see in the next session. Clear? Yes. So I hope you are all clear with the concepts discussed till now. So if you like the video, do share it with your friends. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for all the support given. Keep supporting. So thank you.